as you can tell, I shifted my weight loss plan just a little bit after talking to my sister-in-law, really focusing on low carb more than anything else, and eliminating, potato chips, crackers, and all that stuff. And the whole purpose for me of incorporating green juice was to get a little bit of nutrition and to kind of use that as a meal supplement. But unfortunately, the green juice that I was buying, they put a lot of fruit in it, therefore there's a lot of sugar and a lot of extra carbs. That's not what I want, not for this goal. And I don't want to have to juice my own juice right now. I don't want to put that time and effort into it. It takes a ridiculous amount of time, eats up a lot of space in the fridge, and I don't want to go through that right now unless I absolutely have to. So we bought this. It's not Daily Greens, it's a different company. I already had a little bit. The scoop is actually pretty small. You put it in, and with like 8 ounces of water, mix it up, shake it up, whatever, put some ice in it, however you want to drink it, it's fine. But the point is, this actually tastes fairly good. It doesn't taste like that wheatgrass stuff that you can add to things. That is horrible. It's not too bad actually. It's slightly gritty. I mean, very slightly gritty. It doesn't like dissolve or anything, but it really no different than if you got a protein shake and the protein shake didn't mix up. And using those shaker cups for the protein shakes, they mix up beautifully. Shaker cup with this mixes it up pretty good. Stuff doesn't stick to the side of the cup and such when you drink it. So I'm going to be using this. But the benefit here is this is low calorie, extremely low carbs, and like almost no sugars. And actually on here, let's see. Okay, so for one serving, it's 30 calories, 4 carbs, and then 2 dietary fibers. So there's really only 2 carbs in this thing per serving. So that's awesome compared to the juice, which had like 30 grams of carbs. That's a big difference. So when I'm like feeling kind of hungry and I want to snack on something, but I want to keep it low calorie, drinking a glass of this is going to be my go-to. And even if I have more than 1 glass a day, it's not going to kill me. It's very low carbs. And the point is, it fills your belly up. It gives you a little bit of something. The whole point is just I got to get over that hunger part. The hunger part and me snacking and eating when I'm bored and stuff, it's the mental thing that I need to get over. Everything else will fall into place. I've done it before. It's happened for me before. I just dropped it. It's fine. I really got to get out of my mental headspace here and just get in. Unfortunately today, my kids wanted a snack, so I gave them some chips. They're like veggie chips and sweet potato chips. But I had a couple, and then I had a couple more, and then I had a couple more, and then I had a couple more. And before I knew it, I was binging on sweet potato chips. The only good thing is I really didn't eat much else in the way of carbs earlier in the day, and I can adjust myself now where I'm not going to eat a lot of carbs for dinner. I'll just have tuna, which is like 0 carbs, but it'll fill me up. So I'm still under on my carbs for today, even though I did a bad thing and I ate a bunch of carbs in one little snack sitting. I don't like it. You feel a little guilty afterwards, but as long as you make adjustments, so at least for the day, you're still under, or at the very least, just above where you want to be with your carbs, so that you're not going crazy with it. I mean, you can cheat with the snacks every once in a while, as long as you're really striving to be good with it. It's not too bad. Alright, so we got some stuff for the swing. Hopefully we can get that done today, although reading the directions on that stuff, it says you gotta wait like 24 hours for it to dry. The rubberized truck bed liner says like an hour, so we'll see. And it might rain today too. I got about 2 coats on the deck here, that Rust-Oleum rust reformer. Mainly concerned about the deck more than anything else. Also got a little bit of the slide handles here, and then I got a little bit of this top railing.
It says to let this dry for about 24 hours or so. We'll see how long we let it wait for. It says to let it wait for about 24 hours or so before you paint it. So we'll let it sit for a little bit. It's in the sun right now, probably not the best thing, but what can I do about that? So we'll see when it's dry, and you know, throw some of that rubberized truck bed stuff on there and throw some paint on here. This stuff here is actually truck bed liner. It's a little bit rubberized, but it's supposed to be no slip, so I thought it would be pretty good for the steps too. And same thing for up here. This is a truck bed liner, no slip, and that's putting that Rust-Oleum reformer on here first, and then throwing the truck bed liner on. It sprayed on really nice, but this is all it covered. It really didn't cover too much. And then some blue railings just to get rid of the rust and where the kids are going to put their hands. And the only other thing I have to do still is take a little SOS pad or one of those little steel wools or something like that and just get the paint, the overspray off of here. It really shouldn't be that bad. You can see right here the yellow paint really isn't that great, but it looks better than what it did, and so I'd pick up another can of paint or something like that to really make this look a little bit better, but at least for now it's done. Then yeah, I need to get a little bit more red in here, but I ran out. It was just old paint. I mean, so really at least for now this thing is painted. It may not be perfect, that's fine. Like I said, I was using old paint. I just wanted to use it up. I mean, it's so old, the sprayer doesn't even work, and I got paint all over my arms like crazy, but I might be able to find some more paint kicking around the house, kicking around the basement, and we'll paint this thing a little bit better. But at least for now, the kids really aren't going to get hurt on it, and it should be safe for them, especially with that truck bed liner on there. It should be really help with no slipping and stuff like that, and hopefully stop all the rust. Alright, the other thing too is I put one of these little furry wind muffler things on the microphone, and it is super windy out today, so I'm really curious how it's going to work, is if it eliminates the wind right now or if it's going to make me a little bit more muffled if I have to talk any loud. I'm talking kind of loud, but right now I'm talking at my normal level as if you were right here talking to me, not talking any different than that. It's windy. I'm really curious to see how this thing operates, how it works. It looks funny. It looks like I have it looks like a cat's tail on top of my mic. It's ridiculous. I mean, let me figure out how I can show you this.